Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Okay. Math 103, day 1 of 28. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:30. Everybody's in the right class except Raymel. We kicked him out. He's supposed to be in a different class. But everybody's here and we're going to get ready to go. I'm going to start by sharing my screen and going to our D2L page. So hopefully all of you have been here, which you had to have, in order to get into Zoom. You came in and over here on the right side, there was a link to meet for class. That was a Zoom. I had it up and then for some reason it went down and somebody emailed me and I put it back up again and now it's working. I apologize to whomever that was. I forget. I'd have to look back at my emails. But this is our front page, the course home. And every week over here on the left side, I'm going to be putting up a weekly post of what's going on for the week. Okay, this is the exact same layout I have for my online class. So occasionally you may see something that you're going, why is he putting it that way? And it's because of my online students. So you'll see some overlap between those two. All right, watch the video link here. That's what you're kind of doing right now. So you don't have to do that. Download a copy of the syllabus and print it out. The syllabus is found down here at the bottom. Again, this is my remote class, 34196. Complete the D2L orientation assignment. Well, if I come up here, I'm going to show you where that is under the navigation bar so you know what to do for that. And get logged into ALEKS. And I know at least 2 of you in this class have already logged in because I did take a quick peek and see right before class started. Okay, orientation assignment. You can read through that and you can see what's going on. But we have something in the discussion tab where you're going to introduce yourself. And there's a quiz in the quizzes tab that is pretty simple. Basically, it's letting me know if you checked out the syllabus or not. You get 10 attempts. So y'all better get it right. Assignment 1 is now available. I'll talk more about that in a minute and show you where that's at. Your first homework is available. Now you notice this is a green section. This is something that's on ALEKS. Your homework number 1 is on ALEKS. This is a blue section for D2L. Everything in this blue section you're going to find in D2L. Pretty clever how I did that, right? Paul says, yep. And again, there is the syllabus for you to download. Now, on the right side, as you can see, the book author has videos, and you can find those on ALEKS if you want. But I have my own, and I'm going to be updating this first day, and I'm going to be updating section 1, 2, and 1, 3 because they were just crappy. And hopefully we'll have a little bit better video. In case you ever miss a day, and I missed a day, I'm totally lost. No, you can go watch a video that I recorded from a different semester. If there's ever a day where I'm sick, well, I'm almost never sick, but I do go to different conferences and have to miss. Instead of us falling behind and rushing to catch up, I may say, hey, go watch section 2.6 video today. Let me know if you have any questions. But otherwise, we need to be live because you can interact and have a better class experience. Coming down here, if you want to go to office hours, you click here. It'll take you to something called Calendly. You'll see when my hours are available. You just click on it. It'll send an email to me and to you, and we can meet at that time on Zoom. The Zoom address will be included with that email. A little bit of a calendar, and that's what I look like. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, any questions on the course homepage? Under content, this is kind of an important one for you. Under content, you're going to see where you will log in to go to ALEKS. Under content, you'll see a copy of the syllabus, but that's on the homepage. I don't need to keep that on here anymore. When you get ready to go to ALEKS, you're going to click on the McGraw-Hill link. And I'm not sure if this is a different view than yours, mine and yours. And it should come up. Looks like ALEKS is a little slow here on the first day. and there should be two icons. You're going to click on the lower icon to jump into ALEKS. And it doesn't look like it's cooperating. But when the time comes, you'll be able to see where it is. Okay, it'll be the lower one. There's a big one that says Alex McGraw, da, 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 da. That's not the one you want. You want the little bar that's underneath. This one down here. There you go. Where it says ALEKS, you click on that and you'll get started. Now, when you go through the syllabus, and we're going to pull it up in a minute, you're going to see a lot of information about ALEKS and different parts of it. Make sure you print that out and save it. Don't lose it. The content, discussions. If you ever want to have a discussion with me or any of your classmates, here it is for each of the 4 chapters. We actually have 3 sections of chapter 5 we cover as well. But post it up here, email me, try to get to another student. You're going to see a spot for introductions. That's part of your orientation assignment. You'll come in here, and that's where you're going to introduce yourself. This is a lot, so you may have to go back and review the video. The Dropbox. All right. 2 different things are in the Dropbox. Assignment 1, 2, 3, and 4. Assignment 1 will cover different parts of chapter 1. It's available now, and it's due the night before a test. There's 25 folks in this class. That's what the 0 out of 25 is. My view is a little bit different than yours, but assignment 1 is one of these things. These assignments, people don't bother to do them, and they get 0 out of 40s or 0 out of 45s, and it just destroys your grade. And I don't know why people skip them, because they're here now, and I'd recommend you go and get it and print it out. And as we're going through chapter 1, go, oh, that's a problem on the assignment sheet. And I can get ready, and you can fill it out. And by the end of chapter 1, right before the test, you go, well, heck, it's done. This is easy. I'm going to upload it and get those points. Those are 4 graded assignments. And you'll see on the syllabus what the total value of those is. Test work. All right, you're going to be doing your test on ALEKS. And in ALEKS, you're going to be submitting an answer. If the answer is right, you get the points. If the answer is blank, you don't get any points. And if the answer is wrong, I will then go and check your work. Now, your work is going to be written out on a piece of paper. You're going to number the problems. You're going to do them in order. And at the end, you're going to make a single PDF. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You're going to make a single PDF. And as soon as you finish the test, you're going to upload your work. So once your test is submitted and I see your test work, then I will go and grade your test. But this is where you're going to, and again, I'll bring this up again as we get closer to the first test. But this is where you're going to upload your work so I can grade it and give you partial credit. Good idea, because we like partial credit. On D2L, there is only one quiz, and right there it is, the orientation assignment. It's 10 questions, pretty easy. This is part of the Introduce Yourself on a Discussion Board orientation assignment quiz. That's where it's located. Grades, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All your D2L, which is where we are now, grade book is your official grade book, because this has everything in. Your ALEKS grade book doesn't have assignments or updated test scores or anything like that. So D2L is your official grade book. Class list. You want to email somebody in the class because you've gotten to know them and interact with them in class. You can come into class list and find out their username or email them. I don't know what the student view is, but you're able to get in touch with students within the class. That was quick, but thorough. Any questions on this homepage? Okay. If not, I am now going to share screen again and go get the syllabus. This is the one that is on D2L, the very last thing in the news. You can download it at any time. It's there. I recommend that you do. Okay, everything up here looks pretty good. 12:30 to 1:45 is the time for the class. Now, office hours, as I told you, you can click and go into Calendly on D2L to schedule an office hour. But here's when they're available. Monday to Wednesday, 10:45 to 12. Tuesday to Thursday, basically before class. Okay. If you happen to be on campus, on the Harrisburg campus, I'm in my office at this hour. So you could either walk in or schedule it by Zoom. That's what all that means. And if you ever lose the link for Zoom, it's right there on the syllabus as well. As you know, this is remote learning. At this point, 3 years into COVID or 4, however many it's been, you have a pretty good idea what remote learning is all about. Webcam, when I'm recording, like I say, you don't have to have your video on unless you want to, or your name or whatever. But occasionally I'll record a class, and a couple of these early ones I am going to record, as you saw why. Catalog description, this is the stuff you're going to learn in here. And some of you are going, that looks a lot like Algebra 2 from high school. Yes. My hope is that this class is you knocking off rust as much as anything. There'll be some things you're learning for the first time, but hopefully a lot of it is, oh yeah, I kind of remember doing that way back when, but I was passing notes or I was texting. You guys don't pass notes. You text each other. We were texting back and forth, and I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, learning outcomes, we have to put those on. As you know, we are going to be into ALEKS. This one is all inclusive, which means you go right in. You don't have to buy an access code. Okay, it's already included. There is an e-textbook in ALEKS if you want it. Some people still like to buy a regular textbook, and the information is on there. So you're going to be good with that all-inclusive login to ALEKS. You need to have good internet. Don't start emailing. My internet's up and down, and I'm going to go buy a new computer because this computer is getting kind of old. And so you need that. One of the things you see highlighted in number 3 is the Chromebooks and smart books I put are not compatible. They just get a little wonky. So I recommend you trying to use something other than that. So, smartphones and Chromebooks. I don't know if I said smartphones the first time or not. Graphing calculator is helpful. If you are planning on taking trig and pre-calc and going that route, usually pretty recommended that you get that. But again, you don't have to. ALEKS has a calculator with it. And then again, the ability to photo scan, that's take pictures with your smartphone. And there's a piece of software that will allow you to create a single PDF. And that information is up under, that'll come under the news eventually. Okay, so the technology, D2L, you got that. That's the face of the class. ALEKS is the homework management system that we run separate, where you'll spend most of your time. Shooby-dooby-doo. Course objectives, a bunch of topics. So you're going to take an initial knowledge check. The more you get right in that, the less homework problems you'll have, because it'll say you already know this. The less you know, the more topics may get included. So every time you're going to take one of those knowledge checks, don't mess around. Bianca, are you high-fiving or do you have a question?
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Not a problem. I thought you were just high-fiving me. I was like, yeah. Points. So those 4 assignments, 150 points, that's a test and a half. I would not waste my time with not doing those. I would make sure I get those done. 12 homeworks. There are 4 test review, 3 tests, and a final exam. The test and the final exam you'll be doing right online through something called Respondus. Grading 90 to 100 is an A. That's pretty much standard everywhere. There's the 4 assignments again. Homework, knowledge check. especially that first one, the initial knowledge check. Take it serious. None of these are graded, but it's going to save you time in the long run because it's not going to make you review, which is how Alex is set up. You can read about the test. Tests are going to be open all day. You take it when you want, but you're going to have to get into this Respondus lockdown browser. There's more information later on the syllabus about that. And the final exam. Shooby-dooby-doo. There's a video to help you understand the lockdown browser. Kind of have everything you need on this syllabus to get you started. And again, when you're ready for that, you're going to see it. There's also going to be a one-question practice test for you to take. You don't have to, but I recommend you take it to make sure your lockdown browser and webcam is up to speed. And that you'll see in the news when that's available. And again, you can read all over this. I'm not going to sit here and read it. You get caught cheating or anything like that, you're out. I have a zero tolerance policy. If you have trouble with Alex, here and on D2L, I have information about where to go to get help. I'm not an Alex tech, so it's not a lot I can do. Here's information about what you're going to upload, what you're going to submit. There's my cheating policy. Again, you can read over that. Zero tolerance, and you're out. Withdrawal, a lot of you know by now, if you're going to withdraw from the class, you do it where you register, and you have to do it before the 70% mark of the class. Nothing needs to come through me. Some of you are finding out I'm pretty quick with emails. That's what it mentions right here. Support, accommodations. Here's contact person for each of the campuses to get you set up. Some folks are approved for extended time, et cetera, different things like that. You can contact them and then they will let me know. And as you can see today, we already talked about D2L. We mentioned Alex, we did the syllabus. We're going to jump into and start section 1.1 and 1.2. And here's a pretty good layout of what we'll be doing every day in class. And again, the good thing about this is if a day needs missed because I'm at a conference or something, you can always get that information right off of D2L. Okay, so going back to D2L, you will see above the week one worksheets that I'm going to use, and I call them lecture notes, that have some information on them already. And a lot of the problems we're going to be doing in class are on it already. So if you have that and print out, it saves a third or a half of the writing that you would have to do during class. You would be able to just write on there. So I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and I recommend you download 1.1, 1.2, and have those sheets. If you can't print them out, maybe you just have paper available today. But if there aren't any questions, we're going to get started with section 1.1.
I have a question.